I found a notebook while staying at a motel, but I found sense chills down my body. The notebook was a collection of travelers' stories, and the first entry asked each person who wrote in the notebook to hold onto it for no more than 2 weeks, then pass it along to another traveler. The first 5 entries were normal backpacking stories. The 6th one was different. The 6th entry in the book was written on Halloween Day 2016. The narrator wrote that he had grown up on a farm in Nebraska. He had dropped out of high school and gotten a job at a slaughterhouse at that time. His father was an alcoholic, and his mother had taken off a few years before. Then a new family moved in next door. So this family moves into the next farm over, maybe a half a dozen acres away. There was Daddy Jenlin Tom, I think, his wife Leslie, and their 2 daughters, Marilyn and Marth. The whole clan moved in with a half dozen dogs. 2 of them were enormous animals, black lab mastiff crosses with heads the size of propane tanks. Scary loud animals, but like I told you, I was working a lot and didn't get a chance to meet them really. The first night after the Jenlins moved in, their dogs wouldn't stop barking. So Papa Jenlin comes over to my farm and talked to my dad. Jenlin says the dogs only bark when they're threatened, and he doesn't know what was up with them last night, but it won't happen again. The next night, the dogs are barking again. Papa Jenlin comes over the next morning, says he found blood on his property line. His dogs were fine, but he couldn't figure out what they tore into. There was no carcass, no trace of what had left the blood. He asked if there were any local dogs that might have wandered onto his farm. My dad said no, there are no other dogs around. Papa Jenlin moves on. I went to work, came home, and slept through the night. No dogs barking. The next day, all my co-workers are talking about the Jenlins. Someone had broken into their house overnight and slaughtered them all. The youngest girl wasn't found until months later, her body mostly disintegrated in a cornfield.